What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor M, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, I am here to bring you all my live reaction to Tokyo Ghoul Re Chapter 76, which is called Lazy Dearth. Okay. So, yeah, you guys seem to like my live reactions quite a bit, so I said, you know what, might as well just keep on doing the live reactions. Might as well, right? So anyway, without further ado, let's actually check out this chapter. Alright, so we have Arima right there. What the fuck, Kaneki? What the fuck? Dude. Is he becoming like the owl or some shit? Like the claws and everything? Dude. What? It almost seems like he has the letter G on his leg. His right leg? It's very odd. The artwork in this is fucking amazing, dude. Like, I can't stop staring at Ishida's artwork. So anyway, let's continue. The shell has been broken, and from within, something is born. Ishida Sui. Ooh, dang, look at that picture of Kaneki, though, dude. Dude. Lazy Dearth. Dude. With the white hair and everything, Kaneki, like, he's back. He back, man. He's back. He's back. And he's smiling. Or is that a fake smile? That's probably a fake smile because, I mean, this is Kaneki we're talking about, but let's keep reading. There's Arima, looking badass as ever. We got the flowers again. The symbolism with the flowers, repeating what happened in the last Tokyo Ghoul generation, or whatever you call it, like the previous Tokyo Ghoul manga. Black and blue, turning and overturning the things I chosen countless times, forever repeating the same actions, endlessly useless, ungainly, awkward, indecisive, weak. That is what I am. Dude, Kaneki looks so different, dude. He looks so different. Like, look at, like, he has, like, his I can't remember, like, okay. He has, like, his Kakuja coming directly out of the top of his back. Like, and then his arms have completely turned, dude, like, he's, dude, I don't even know what he is right now. At Durf's door, I finally stumbled upon the twisted truth. Rize, Hide, they've always, at the end of the day, it's all within me. All an extension of myself. The people I want to meet, the things I want to be told. Hide'll stop me. Hide will stop me. As soon as I began to think that in some part of me, I began wishing for it, that Hide will stop me. Wishing that I'd live. Powerful chapter, powerful chapter. Last chapter was a very powerful chapter where we got Hide, and okay, so basically Kaneki right here is saying that, you know, through all of his, you know, tragic events that have been happening through his life, he thought that, you know, eventually his best friend would, you know, end up stopping him. And keep on telling him to live, and that's what we see in this, or in the last chapter of Tokyo Ghoul Re. But the thing is, we don't really know what happened to Hide in general. Like, it's supposed that he is dead, but I don't buy into that. Like, there's too much mystery surrounding Hide in general. So, yeah. Ooh, dude. Oh, that's Eto. Dude, Eto fucking crushed these guys, dude. Oh my god. What? You guys suck. Oh my god, Furuta. He's like, no, no, don't bite me. No. Let's take this over. Let's talk this over. I think we came in through the wrong door, to be honest. Come now. See? How about coffee? We've got the special investigator roast. Time out. Time out. Calm down. You no, I think our personalities are really compatible. Why don't we take this opportunity to sit down and get to know each other, accepting friend requests? I'm sorry, you're a crazy bitch, you know? Where'd you even come from? Did you eat the pate and get all worked up? You freak. Fuck. Dude. He is freaking out hard. He is freaking out hard, dude. Would you like an apology free of charge? Nope. Fucking Eto just fucking comes by. The owl comes by and goes like, nope. Sorry. I knew you'd say that. Time to scram. Shake off the past and dash. Dash like the wind. Fight, Nomura. Yes, fight, dude. That picture with the owl. That looks... The One-Eye King. That looks so fucking... Dude. Every time there's a new chapter of Tokyo Ghoul Re that comes out, like, the artwork just keeps on getting better, dude. Keeps on getting better. Keeps on getting... Holy shit! What is this? Wah! Oi, quit running! You can tell she's mad because she's saying, oi, do I really have to do this alone? Why am I always alone? You even run like a weirdo, dude. Dude, you're bigger than I thought. Wow. Oh, what a beautiful sight. You're a straight up monster. What even are ghouls anyway? I want to see flowers, my dear Furuta. I know we can go to a flower field. Those special class level V investigators or agents you wiped the floor with them. The one-eyed owl really is something else. I hate fighting. So, whoa, what's going? Oh, did Furuta do that? Is that Kaneki? No. Wait, what? The fuck was that? That's the end of the chapter? What the hell is that? Kagane? Let's slaughter them. Solve this like animals. Peacefully. Let's slaughter them. Solve this peacefully. Slaughter them like animals. Solve this peacefully. What the fuck? What the fuck? Dude. Is the owl really being taken on right now by Furuta? But what is that picture right there? That looks like Kaneki. But I don't know if that is him. I mean, he has the white hair and everything, but like, what is he wrapped inside? Oh, you know what? Is he... Okay. I don't know if... I mean, there's that whole thing about that saying with Abraxas. I actually read the book to Demian Herman by Herman Hesse. You know, the bird fights its way out of the egg. The egg is the world. And, you know, that quote, okay? What if this is actually an egg surrounding Kaneki? I mean, that's what it kind of looks like. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe this is Kaneki. I think that's Kaneki. But it looks like he is surrounded in something, okay? But when we got Furuta... Okay, actually, here's a little panel of Furuta's Kagane. Okay, so it's like spreading out on each side. Okay, so this was in fact Furuta that did the damage to the owl. But I don't know what's going on with Kaneki right here, if that is Kaneki. But damn, like that just knowing that Furuta, you know, basically like he can take on the owl. He can take on the One-Eye King. Okay? He can take him on. So this confirms that Furuta is not simply a human, he is a ghoul in fact, okay? But damn. So I mean, this was a pretty simple chapter of Tokyo Ghoul, not really too much to analyze when it comes to this chapter. I mean, we get, you know, Kaneki's transformation that we got in the last chapter of Tokyo Ghoul. Actually, this chapter seemed shorter than the previous chapters if you think about it. Yeah, this chapter was very short. One thing that is pretty interesting, however, is that we see Furuta is actually a one-eyed ghoul. Now, this is very surprising. Knowing that he is a one-eyed ghoul is very surprising, but knowing that he is, in fact, a ghoul is not very surprising, because this was to be expected, honestly. But knowing that he has the amount of power to actually, stand, one-on-one against the owl, like, that's some shit right there, dude. I mean, seriously, like, he is literally taking on this creature, this big owl-like ghoul that is feared amongst other ghouls, and Furuta's just taking this thing on. But anyway, Furuta is a one-eyed ghoul. Now, that makes him similar to Kaneki, because Kaneki is a one-eyed ghoul as well. And, we had it to where the same doctor who experimented on Kaneki also experimented on several other ghouls. And I think, the two that come to mind is Shiro and Kuro. I think those were the two names of the two twin sisters who were also one-eyed ghouls, so there is that. So, yeah, knowing that Furuta is, in fact, a ghoul isn't very surprising, but knowing that he is like Kaneki and several other ghouls that we know, one-eyed ghouls, that's pretty surprising. Now, as far as, like, if we scroll up to the first page of this chapter, we see Kaneki turned into... He looks like he's turning into some demon-like creature. Now, in the last chapter of Tokyo Ghoul Re, we see Kaneki's resurrection. We see that Kaneki has finally returned, but in this chapter, we see that Kaneki has returned as a demon-like creature. And this could possibly refer to the quote that has been everybody has been talking about lately by Herman Hesse in his book called Damien. I actually picked up this book, and it is freaking awesome. If anybody doesn't know the quote I'm talking about, it's called "The bird fights its way out of the egg. The egg is the world, and the bird's name is Abraxas." Now, this quote has been, springing about pretty much in this whole entire fight of Kaneki versus Arima in Tokyo Ghoul Re that we have seen. I mean, it has been popping up a lot. And from what I see this as is that the quote is paying symbolism to Kaneki's development through the battle of Kaneki versus Arima in this chapter of Tokyo, or in, just these chapters that we have been getting of Tokyo Ghoul Re, because this battle has been going on for quite some time. And if you remember, in the beginning stages of Tokyo Ghoul Re, we actually, the beginning of this battle between Kaneki versus Arima is that Kaneki did not want to fight Arima whatsoever. He did not want to fight him at all because he was still lingering on to his other personality, Hayase Sasaki, and he just saw Arima as a father-like figure in general, and, someone who he never had to experience with, and he just didn't want to fight Arima in general. So, the egg resembles Kaneki's innocence, if you will, okay? Kaneki was like a child. He, he wasn't born, okay? He was technically the shape of, someone who he isn't yet, okay? And then we start to see the egg hatch as the battle of Arima and Kaneki goes about throughout these chapters. We see that Kaneki starts to fight back. He is starting to become a bird, okay? And then we have it to where the bird's name is Abraxas, where, it's like this demon-like sort of creature. It has, like, the head of a chicken, the feet as several snakes, something like that, okay? And from what we see, Kaneki in this is that we see a demon-like creature, and this is basically implying that Kaneki is, in fact, an exact representation of Abraxas, okay? So, that's what I have gathered out of these several chapters of Tokyo Ghoul Re, and of course this chapter right now, because Kaneki has, in fact, become a more demon-like ghoul, and it almost seems like the ghoul side is taking over him. I mean, we know that, Kaneki is a human, and we know that he is half ghoul. I mean, that's pretty much what this whole series has been about, but, like, from what I see right now, it almost seems like the ghoul side is taking more control over Kaneki to the point where, you know, if this continues on, Kaneki is going to die. You know, I mean, eventually I can see Kaneki end up dying because, as I stated before, this is a tragedy series. You know, he should have made this a tragedy, and it would make sense to kill off Kaneki. But I don't know. There's also been speculation of a part 3, but I don't even know if that's going to happen. But, yeah, that has been my thoughts on, you know, what I think of Kaneki right now. And turning into this demon-like creature, his whole battle that he has faced with Arima up until this point, you know, Arima is technically teaching him how to fight. He's teaching him how to grow up, in a sense, you know, and to fight for himself. And it seems that from what we got out of the last week's chapter of Tokyo Ghoul Re, that Kaneki has now been reborn. It seems that Kaneki is now going to, in fact, fight full force against Arima. Is he going to beat Arima? I don't really know. We'll just have to see. I mean, I don't even know if, you know, who is more powerful. Who is more powerful, Arima or Furuta? Okay, we don't really know. Okay, I mean, if Arima can stand one-on-one against the One-Eyed King, and it seems that Furuta can also stand one-on-one against the Owl, you know, which are necessarily the same people, you know, I wonder how strong, you know, Furuta is. You know, I really want to know if Furuta and Kaneki are going to end up fighting anytime soon. Like, that would be weird. That would be weird. But definitely this seems to, you know, almost put a close to Tokyo Ghoul Re Part 2. I mean, there are still things, you know, open that haven't really been explained, especially when Kaneki mentioned Hide. We don't really know what's going to happen, okay, with that. I mean, we know that Hide could not have died. He could not. There's too much mystery surrounding his character. Hide has to be alive. As to where he could be, I don't really know. Maybe, you know, he ended up getting injured in the beginning portions of Tokyo Ghoul, at the end of Tokyo Ghoul, excuse me, not the beginning portions, but at the end of the original Tokyo Ghoul series, and maybe, you know, the doctor could have picked up Hide's body, okay, and experimented on him, and maybe he could have been turned into a one-eyed ghoul himself, and maybe there's gonna be a point to where Kaneki has to fight Hide because, you know, Hide doesn't necessarily, he's not himself anymore. And we also see, I can't remember the guy, Pineapple Head, okay? He used to be a CCG member, and so did Hide. So, you know, maybe there's a possibility that Hide could have been turned into a ghoul. I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point. This whole chapter that I have been talking over has just been full of speculation. But, you know, I like how Tokyo Ghoul handles its stuff, you know, its symbolism, its foreshadowing, because it just makes that all the much more fun for my live reactions and also my overall interpretation of what I gathered of these chapters. So yeah, this was a pretty short chapter. We see that Kaneki is literally becoming a demon-like creature, and it seems like he is in fact going to fight one-on-one against Arima full force this time, rather than holding back. And it seems that Furuta is apparently a one-eyed ghoul as well, and he has the power to go one-on-one against the Owl. So yeah, very short chapter, but from the amount of content that we actually got out of this chapter and just the artwork in general, it was a phenomenal chapter, and I can't wait to actually check out the next few chapters of Tokyo Ghoul Re. Let me know in the comments down below on what you thought about this chapter in the comment section down below. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to drop a like. It always helps out the channel. And if you want to stick up to date to my future content on this channel, please hit that red subscribe button below, and you will never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys. Love you all, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.